the question was like, what famous, or I'm sorry, I'm going to start over. So, welcome everybody again. Thank you for being here. While we were waiting for the other people to join us, we were asking some questions, like random questions, just to practice speaking for a little bit. Today, you were supposed to bring an anecdote, right? And we are going to see some expressions that might be useful to talk about something that happened to you, like an anecdote. Yes. And the question that Fernanda asked was, what famous or historical place would you like to visit? And Juan Jose said something like, I visited, right? Or I traveled, right, to CDMX, right? So that is Mexico. Good, good. So let's say here visited, pronunciation visited, but in this one, the E doesn't sound, that is, we traveled, vold, vold, okay? Good. And if you have not traveled, I would like to visit, or I would like to travel to, I don't know, Stonehenge, okay? Or Stonehenge, right? Good. So this is what we have as an example, okay? Uh, so let's do one more time this exercise and we will see. Like Juan Jose, you can choose one question and you can ask this question to a person from the class.
Okay, I choose Gerard to respond my question, and the question was option B, the three. What is your preferred way to travel? Plane, ship, car, bike, etc.
Yeah. Way to travel, yes, your preferred way to travel. Wonderful. And you're going to ask that Fernanda, Gerard, Inez, or
To
Nancy?
Gerard.
Gerard, okay, Gerard.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Juan Jose. How's it going? Thank you for the question. So, my answer is okay. It doesn't matter the way, just I wanna travel.
That is a good one.
I like traveling on plane, by ship, car, or bike.
Yeah.
Maybe um, I like more in a bike way because I like practicing cycling. So it is wonderful to admire the landscapes and the nature. That is
Nature.
my pronunciation for this word.
And
Yeah,
nature, 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 yeah.
nature.
Yeah, nature, yeah. Good. Thank you. Good. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Okay, we're going to stop right there with this exercise. It's something to warm up, like just to warm up, and you did beautifully. So thank you, everybody. Now we're going to. I have an exercise for you, and I want you to practice, or I want you to practice this game, right? This is a game that you can play at any time. I mean, it doesn't matter if we do it during the class. Okay, that was my first option, but then I decided to practice speaking. But let's go ahead with this one, okay? Because when you are going to speak about something that already happened, right? So we need to speak about precisely. We need to speak about some actions that already happened. Yes, good. That is kind of the point here. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to choose that action, right? That it's the most accurate one here. Esa es la que es más acertada aquí. So in this example, right, which one it is? What is the most accurate answer here? Went, yes. Okay, good. Yesterday I went to school. This one. You can open the microphone and say it. Anybody here?
I, no. No. It.
Oh, it.
B.
No.
La
No. No.
A.
Ajá, la B.
A or B? B. Okay, let's
B.
go. B. Ate. I ate. Yesterday I ate a hamburger. Yes. Okay, good. Yesterday. Everything happened yesterday.
C. So.
So.
So,
This one means semilla, seed. So, yesterday saw. Good.
study.
Study.
A, B, or C. That's a beautiful pronunciation from both of you. A.
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 The pronunciation was beautiful. Thank you. Yesterday we studied science. Yeah.
B. Watched.
Yes, watched. 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 This one here, yesterday, the boys. Boys.
B. B.
Took. Yes, took an exam. Exactly. hmm hmm I didn't go to the cinema. Right.
B. Talk.
Taught. Yes, yes,
B.
yes. Pronunciation is taught. Taught.
Late. C.
Yes, played the piano. Good. hmm
Doesn't eat.
B. Didn't eat. Didn't.
We have two people saying didn't eat. And it is the one like yesterday we say no lo hice, we say didn't eat, didn't go, didn't sing, right?
Didn't. B. Didn't see.
Yes. Are you RBD or RBD fans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Good. Now I understand your action. Yesterday
Didn't play.
didn't play. Yes. Didn't play. Good.
Did.
Did, yes. When we ask a question in past, we'll say did, right? Did you do this or did you do that, right?
Did Ronaldo played in Spain?
Aquí sí pueden ser las dos, did or does. Cualquiera de las dos puede servir. Y porque no hay nada en la pregunta que nos diga como específicamente, ¿no? Last year, right?
Did.
Y aquí sí sería did, porque esto sí es un evento ya conocido y del pasado, ¿no? Okay. For some people. Probably not for everybody. Okay. So this is what we had for the very beginning, but we started with some questions, and I'm going to share the questions again so that it makes more sense. Some of the questions that we were discussing before we started this quiz, or yes, this quiz. Okay. So, for example, here I would say, where did you go for your last vacation? And this is my question to all of you. Where did you go? So we have this did, right? Here, did you go for, yeah? So when we speak about something that already happened, yo quiero preguntar por lo que ya pasó. ¿A dónde fuiste? Last vacation, right? Good. So this one as well. Where did you go on the last trip with your family? How was it? Okay. So these two questions are related to past events. Okay. So where did you go for your last vacation? And that is a question that I have for all of you. Like anybody who wants to answer that question, you can raise your hand and you can tell me real quick, where did you go for your last vacation? Okay, Nancy, go ahead.
I went to Argentina.
Oh, that's beautiful. I traveled to Argentina last year. Loved it. Yeah, loved Buenos Aires. Okay, thank you. Okay, and the other one that we have here, sorry, the other one that we have here is, where did you go on the last vacation trip with your family and how was it? Anybody? Okay, Juan Jose?
I traveled with my family was I don't remember. I think that the last December to Sogamoso.
Okay, cool. And how was it?
The last December.
Like
Yeah,
how was it? How was it? Was it
oh,
cool? Was it adventurous? Was it nice? Was it fun?
for visit my mother family.
Yeah, my mother's family. Like yeah,
Mother's.
so it could be it was cozy or it was cool. Like when I say like how was it? Was it it was good? It was fun, right? Como
Oh,
estuvo,
okay, okay.
right? It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
good, fun,
Sorry.
or yeah.
That's very funny. This my mother's family was very locochona.
Okay, locochón is a difficult word to get in English. Okay, so okay, they are probably goofy. Is that's the word goofy? Como que les
Oh, okay,
gusta.
okay, yeah, yeah.
¿Sí? Okay, goofy probably could be. Yeah. Okay, wonderful. Thank you. Okay. So, okay, let's get into business. I'm going to show you a couple of examples, okay, of probably expressions that might be useful for you to tell an anecdote, right? And then I am going to listen to you. You can share a picture, or you can share a picture if you want to. You can open your camera if you want to, and you are going to tell us a story, like an anecdote, okay? But first, let's I am going to I am going to show you a couple of examples that might be useful. Okay? Does anybody have any question about what we just saw or what we discussed? Or you don't? So let's see it here. Can you see it? Yes. Okay. So I want somebody to like. We have these questions right here. Okay, I want somebody to read the questions. Okay, You didn't do homework. Okay, it's okay. You can start thinking about it. Okay. So I want somebody to read these questions. Who's there? Who's around? Hannah?
Where did you go?
Okay, Hannah, where did you go? Yes, thank you. Where did you go? Who wants to continue? Okay, sorry. Where did you go? Yes, that's a question. We have several options here. I went to Vienna, or you can say I went to the mountains, I went to Croatia, I went to America. Um, well, this is very international. This is an international trip, right? But you can think about I went to Sogamoso, I went to, Nancy said I went to Argentina, right? So we're talking about, in this case, we're talking about his, like, Jack's here last summer holiday. Yes? Good. And the other question number two, who wants to read it? Question number two.
Who did you go? Who did you go with?
Who did you go with? Yeah, with. Mm-hmm. Okay. I went with my parents, with my friends, alone. You can say I went alone, right? Or I went with my family. Yes. Number three, who wants to read number three?
How did you get there?
How did you get there? Yes, good. Okay. Number four. Sorry. Thank you, Inez. How did you get there? I went. You, you can say by bus, by car, by train, by plane. How did you get there? So get there es como llegaste allá, ¿no? Get there. Good. Number four.
Where did you stay?
Where did you stay? Yes. Good. Same thing. You can say I stayed in a flat with friends, in a tent, in a hotel, right? Number five.
How long?
Yeah.
How long did you stay?
How long? Every time that they say how long, they're asking like how much time, right? But it's more like it's accurate to say how long. How long did you stay? How long are you planning to stay? How long was your vacation, right? Okay. So here we have I stayed for 2 weeks, 3 days, or one day, or 1 week. Number six, this one here.
Teacher, I have a question.
Sure.
What is a flat?
What is
the
oh
difference
yeah, it's
for a hotel?
What is it?
What is the difference for hotel?
A flat, actually, a flat is an apartment. So probably it could be like an Airbnb or anything like that, right?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So number six. Number six.
What did you do there?
What did you do there? Yes. Yeah. I visited the area. I went to the beach. I took photographs. I played computer games. So you can see here that we had different options. I visited the area. I went to the beach. I took photographs. I played computer games. I walked around the city, right? Number seven. Who wants to read number seven?
Where did you eat?
Yes. Where did you eat? I ate in a restaurant, in McDonald's, in a taberna, in the hotel. Good. And number eight. Number eight, we have what did you drink? And I drank. So you can see here that in this one we say did you drink? Yes, el did nos ayuda en todas las preguntas. Pero ya en la respuesta sí decimos drank, ate, visited, stayed, went, yes, took, played, right? So we had different things. I drank beer, water, mineral water. And finally, number 9, right, is what did you do in the evening, right? So I went swimming, I went for a walk, I went to disco, I played tennis. So it depends on the activity that you actually did. So we're going to recognize here the different actions. We say went, yes, went again, stayed, stayed. Actions in past, visited, right? This visited, went, took, play, ate, okay, drank, went, played. Yes, good. So, what are your answers to these questions? This is something that you can consider to speak about your anecdote, right? You can consider like saying that, okay? Now we're going to listen to Jack talking about it, and you're going to identify like which ones are the correct answers here, okay? You can write it down, good, according to the information that he's sharing with us, okay? Good. I will have to go to the website where I found this listening exercise so that you can listen to that. Okay.
This holiday,
Let's listen to that. So can you just make sure that you can write like this the answers, okay? Good.
this holiday, I went to Croatia. I went with my friends. We travelled by car. We stayed in a tent. We stayed there for a week. The weather was hot. We were on the beach and we went swimming every day. We visited Dubrovnik. We ate in a restaurant. We drank mineral water. In the evening, we played beach volleyball and we went to a disco. It was great. This holiday, I went to Croatia. I went with my friends. We travelled by car. We stayed in a tent. We stayed there for a week. The weather was hot. We were on the beach and we went swimming every day. We visited Dubrovnik. We ate in a restaurant. We drank mineral water. In the evening, we played beach volleyball and we went to a disco. It was great.
Okay. So now we're going to move to the answers, right? You ready?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, wonderful. So what is the answer here?
Croatia.
Croatia. So I went to Croatia. Sorry, cannot. Let's. I'm going to circle that because for some reason I can edit just one part. Okay, here, good. So the answer here is Croatia, right? Good. In the second one,
With his
With my friends.
with his friends, yes, with his friends. Okay, and number 3.
By a car.
Car. Number 4.
1 week.
In a flat, in a tent, in a
In a
hotel.
flat. No,
Sure?
tent.
Tent. Yes.
In a tent.
Yeah. Good. And number 5. Somebody said it. 1 week. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 6. What did you do there? What did they do there?
Went to the beach.
Yes, they went to the beach. It's right.
The weather was hot.
The weather was hot. Yes, it's true. Where did they eat? Where did
In a
they
restaurant.
eat? In a restaurant. Yes, they ate in a restaurant. And what did they drink?
Mineral water.
Mineral water.
Yes. And finally, what did they do in the evening?
Went to a disco. Went swimming.
Went to a disco. They say that in the evening they went to a disco and they played volleyball.
Swim.
Yeah.
But he says swimming, no?
Every day, but not at night.
Every day. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. That's correct. Okay. Well, we're not sure what time, but he specifically said what they did at night, and he said these two things, right? Good. Okay. So now we're going to move to, well, these are some expressions that you can use. You can see here some examples, right? And also I'm going to share with you, I don't know, you can see it here. Let me just make sure that I share the right one. Oh my God. So there's another one, this one here, okay? So this exercise also, it's gonna help us to like get expressions that might be useful to tell a story, you see? So for example, there are some expressions that we use in an introduction to talk about background, the action, or the wrapping up. When you're telling a story, you can start with the introduction and you can use some expressions to start, like to say the introduction, right? Then the background is like giving us some context. Yes, you're going to give us some context about that. The action is what actually happened, and wrapping up is going to be like a conclusion. Okay, if we divide our story in 4 parts, this could be like is a structure that we can use. It's not like you have to use it, but it might be useful to use it. Yes, if you want to have like uh, organized ideas, right? You don't have to organize it in that way, but it might be useful, right? Good. Okay, so I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Voy a darle 2 minutos para que ustedes las ubiquen, ¿no? You're going to match each expression to the different sections, okay? 2 minutes or three minutes, okay? You ready? Do you need more time? Okay, Nancy says yes. What about the others? Fernanda, Gerard, Hannah, Inés, Juan Jose. Do you need more time? Okay, let's do it. Okay, good. So in the first part, in the introduction, which expressions you think we should have there? I'm going to use different colors for each one of them. So
I think that I'm going to tell you about something unforgettable that happened to me.
okay, yes, that is one. That can be one. Okay.
I think that some expression is mixes for the background and action.
Maybe.
It's difficult for me to differentiate the expression
Yeah, it
or
can be.
background and action.
It can be. It can be. I get it. Yes. Any other one in introduction?
This is a story about.
Yes, definitely. What else?
Mm, I like to talk about the time when I.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Good. Now background. Let's have a different color here for background. Let's have blue. When I say background, it's like when you're going to introduce something that happened that was kind of specific or particular.
I was living in the city at that time.
Yeah, that is background. When you're telling something that might be important. Yes. So you're saying the location, um, something in particular that you consider that might be important to say.
I think that what happened next was
Mm,
or not.
it might be like you like this one. We say action, yes, but in action, it's more like what happened next. So yes, when we say action, it's like that would be like what happened next was right. They are related. Background and action, they can be related. Absolutely, it can be confusing. Like it's not. We cannot actually categorize that when I say this, I'm not talking about an action. Yes, I was living in the city at the time. That is an action as well, right? So it can be a little bit tricky to actually differentiate the background and the action. But in this case, with the example that we're using, background refers to something that happened in particular that you consider it might be important, and an action it could be like the next events, right? In this example, okay.
Probably for background, this took place a few years ago.
Yes. Yeah. It's kind of similar to saying like, yeah, the time when here they're saying the location, here they're saying referring to the time, right? Yeah.
When I look back on the story now, I feel.
Yeah, when I look back on the story, it's more like a conclusion for me. You see? When I look back, cuando vuelvo a ver la historia, cuando vuelvo como al pasado de esa historia, ahora porque estoy diciendo now, right? I feel it's more like wrapping up the conclusion. Okay?
Okay.
It's considered to background the phrase later on.
Later on. It could be. Yeah. I would say at that time I was, como que es para ponerlo en contexto. Este background es como un contexto, ¿no? En ese momento yo estaba, o yo era, o yo sí. At that time I was a student, for example. At that time I was 17 years old. At that time I was living with my parents. At the time it's like something in particular that may be important to the story. Yes? Good? And in this one, in the action part, is like the next things that happened, you know? So, what happened next was, yes, later on, suddenly, de repente, tal cosa, okay? And finally, the conclusions would be like something like this. When I look back on the story now, I feel this made me realize something important. Esto me hizo o hizo que me diera cuenta de algo importante. After all of this, I learned that después de todo esto aprendí que, right? Ahora, vuelvo a lo mismo, ¿no? Estas son expresiones que pueden ser útiles, que yo puedo querer usar, ¿sí? Pero no necesariamente. So it's like, it's up to you. If something like this makes you feel more confident, go ahead and use it, yes? If you prefer to use different expressions or different connectors, that's okay too, okay? Good. It's just I'm giving you some input here. Okay, so we have some of these expressions. Use the ones that you consider might be useful to you. Yes, and that's it. Now we're going to listen to your stories. I want to listen to your stories. And before we go, remember that on the web, on the platform, you can see some expressions that might be useful too. And I'm going to go to the content material, right? When we go to the content material, here we go to contenido del curso, right? Vamos al contenido del curso. Y ahí en contenido del curso tenemos este primer componente en actividades de aprendizaje, right? So, este componente formativo que no es calificable, pero que sí nos da toda esta información, ¿no? Si yo doy clic aquí, me va a aparecer esto que veo aquí, ¿ok? Esto es una parte, yo estoy ubicada aquí en como en una parte más adelante. Let me go ahead here. Miren que aquí tenemos todo este contenido. Si doy clic aquí en la parte izquierda en el menú, ¿sí? Y yo estoy aquí en Time Expressions. Estoy aquí en la parte de Time Expressions que me parece chévere porque precisamente nos da expresiones que podemos usar, ¿sí? Y da la pronunciación last night, a week ago, right?
Yesterday evening.
Y aquí nos dan otras, ¿sí? Que no decimos, si yo digo la Navidad pasada, last Christmas. En abril, si fue abril de este año, diría last April. La semana pasada, last week. Solito, no decimos de last, sino solamente last week, last April, ¿sí? Anoche, last night, ¿yes? El domingo pasado, so last Sunday, ¿okay? So say, I was very tired last night.
I was very tired last night. Yo estaba muy cansada anoche. I was very tired.
Okay, so you have here like expressions that might be useful for you to refer to a moment in the past. Yes, good. So well, Just to let you know. Now I do want to hear you. I want to listen to you. I want to hear your stories. What are your anecdotes? Okay, so you can share your pictures. You can share it on the screen. You can use it. You can use WhatsApp as well to share the pictures, and I can share the pictures here on the screen. Or you can do it by yourself. Like ustedes pueden también presentar de su computadora, de su teléfono, la imagen que quieran. Okay. Right now, era una tareita que dejamos, ¿sí? Las personas que sí la hicieron o que de pronto la estuvieron como craneando, como pensando durante la clase, ¿sí? La pueden decir. So if you did it, go ahead. We're going to listen to you. If you didn't do it, it's okay. You can share that on Friday or on Monday. We can take 2 minutes or 3 minutes from next class if you have it ready. We just want to listen to you. Okay? Who wants to do it? I know that there is a person here that did it. I don't want to say the name, but I know that somebody did it. Okay? Anybody? Voluntarily? Juan Jose, yes, I knew.
Yeah,
I knew
I
you
know.
were.
I think that I speak about
Okay, wonderful.
little minutes.
If you want to, you can share the screen yourself, or you can share the picture on WhatsApp, on the group, or yeah, and I
Yeah.
can share it.
You can say my.
Yeah, we can see your screen. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is my work. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us about one of these anecdotes, like one event.
Yeah, I think that the most important, or yeah, the most important for me happened this year. Um, Early in the class, I talk about of my travel to Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this travel happens in April, the last April,
Yeah.
and was for the birthday of my boyfriend. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a gift, and I asked him to go to the CMX. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the most important success in my year because I'm very excited for Mexico and your culture and his culture. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And to fly to the country represents a goal that I have to I don't know few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and eat por fin tacos.
It finally happened. It finally happened.
It's finally happened. I'm ate tacos.
Yeah.
Was the most beautiful in the world. I recommend to. No, it's equal to eat tacos in Bogota to eat tacos in CDMX. It's
In Mexico, yes.
very, yeah, it's very different, and
Of course.
um, yeah, a lot. I don't like the spicy, but the meal or the tacos or the ingredients of the tacos was delicious.
Okay, that's amazing. I love to know that. I have dreamt about eating Mexican food in Mexico.
Yeah.
And not a spicy one because I'm so like I don't like it when it's so spicy, but I'm sure it might be different, like the flavor, the taste, everything might be different.
Yeah, yeah. I think that is a thing that someone need to experimentate in your life. Definitely.
Okay, good. Oh, that is amazing. Anything else that you want to share?
I don't know. I think that I think that speak to this topic. I was como no sé cómo se dice cuando como como cuando eres y ahora se me fue la palabra en español inclusive.
It happens. Okay.
Como cuando chicaneas.
Show off.
Show
Show
off.
off. Yeah, I love the word. I love the word in Spanish and in English.
Yeah.
This is my show. This is my show off story.
Yeah.
Good. I love it. Thank you for sharing that. It's beautiful. So I have a question because I probably that I didn't get that pretty well. Was this trip a gift from your boyfriend, or was this a gift that you gave to yourselves and you decided to travel together? Or was it a gift? Like, this is just gossiping.
I think that both. It
So you
really,
travel together. You
yeah,
travel with your boyfriend. Oh, that's
yeah.
amazing. Yeah.
Excuse, but his birthday is the 7th April,
7th of
or
April. Good.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
or 7th April, and but I dreaming all the life to travel in Mexico to Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I I think that was the perfect excuse for traveling together.
That's beautiful. I love it. I'm so happy for you. Well, I love traveling, so that's something that makes me feel like happy for anybody who does it. Except that's kind of,
So
yeah.
I have a question,
Sure.
Juan Jose.
Yeah.
But your boyfriend is a Mexican?
No, my girlfriend is Colombian, but he he traveled in to Mexico in 2018,
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
he liked the country.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the food also, no?
yeah, and he back to the CMX.
He wanted to go back, right? Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I love it. Okay. I'm going to give you some feedback real quick because I know that we're running out of time. Okay. Thank you so much. I loved the display that you prepared, like everything that you prepared, like here with the colors and the pictures and your story. Thank you so
Oh,
much. Okay. That was amazing. Thank you.
thank you.
I want to give you some feedback real quick, so I'm going to share my screen. Good.
Yeah.
And let's take no more than 2 minutes. If the other ones want to leave right now, because I know that we are running like we're time is over kind of. Sometimes I get stuck on my
Yeah,
own
I'm
speaking.
sorry
No,
for saying.
no, from you. Like, really, it took me some time to start the activity. I'm just saying that if somebody else wants to leave, it's okay. you can watch like later. Okay. So I am going to give you here some feedback with a table. Promise I won't take more than 2 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
So this is what you say, yeah, and this is like what you said and what you could have said. Okay. So for example here, what you said, right, and what you can say. You can say this or that. It's for example, when you said something like, I'm going to give you an example. This trip, right? This trip happened. You say happens, but you can say happened, right? And you said travel, but you can say trip. Yes?
Travel. Okay, yeah.
Trip, yeah. Okay, good. And this one, okay? Because we're talking about something that already happened. Yes? You said, I asked him to go, right? Asked. Like, I don't remember exactly how you said it. I think you say ask. Would be like, yeah? Asked him to go. With me, right? So the probably it's clearer, right? And you said Mexico success. It was a success for me, right? You can say I'm sure about how you say it. I like, but you can say it was a success for me.
Okay. Yeah.
It was it. You're talking about the trip, right? A success. Yes. You said another one that is like exciting. I was not sure if you were trying to say exciting or excited. Yes.
Excited.
Yeah. So like if you're talking about yourself, no, don't be sorry. I was excited. But if you're talking about the trip, you're going to say it was exciting. Both are correct. It depends on how you say it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exciting. Oh my god, my spelling here. It's not correct. And you said something like, yeah, al final, ¿no? Al final sí lo hicimos, ¿sí? Finalmente lo hicimos. So you say finally, right? We finally, or I finally got, like, could go or could make the trip, right? Yeah. And another one was experimentate, I think. You say experiment, que es como experimento realmente. Si yo quiero decir experimentar, experience, okay? Something I wanted to experience, ¿ya? Este sí es experimento como el experimento, la cosa. Pero si quieres decir experimentar, experience is the action.
Okay,
and think and thin, right? La pronunciación aquí un poquito. Think, and thing, right? Think, thing, and that's it. Yeah, and the expression that we're talking about is chicanear. Okay. In English would be like show off, right? Show off. Okay.
Okay, show off.
This is my show off story.
Yeah.
Or I know I'm showing off, or I'm bragging. You know, bragging. It's another one.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, good. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for your patience, and thank you so much for being online. If you didn't prepare your story, if you want to do it, Juan Jose could be your inspiration. Okay. And yeah, I love that story too. So thank you, Juan Jose, for that presentation. It was so cool to hear you. You were excited about it. Okay. So see you on Friday for the ones that can make it on Friday at 11, right? And that's it. Bye bye.
Thank you for everybody.
Bye bye. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.